So the YouTube gang asked for it, so you should like and please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Uh, and yeah, we arranged to do by group, right?
Yeah,
So I'll start with Group A, because I don't know, I'm feeling confident with this one. It's a difficult group,
yeah.
but I'm confident that one team will come out of that group, and that's Italy.
Hmm.
Because did you see Barella?
Yeah.
Barella, after the Euros, this is a hot take, but I think Barella, after the Euros, will be
Mhm.
discussed as one of the best midfielders around. It won't be a hot take, people will understand how
Yeah.
good he is. He, Jorginho, Verratti, Barella. Locatelli there, super sub or not. I know you're really fond of him, but
He
what
was
do you
great in that
think?
game. Yeah, he was great. He was great against Czech Republic, right? It was a pretty sound beating of a team that's going to be in the tournament. And let's be honest, these friendlies don't really mean much because they're putting some people in, trying out some plain old tactics or whatever. So it's not, you're not going to see. I don't think you're going to see Czech Republic lose every game 4-zip. But yeah, Locatelli, Barella, Lorenzo Insigne is going to be really interesting up front.
Hmm.
I mean, it just further confirmed that they might not even be a dark horse. They might be kind of well, they're still a dark horse in my opinion.
Well, Italy
Um,
is a renowned team always, and the
yeah,
Serie A is a very important league in history. So I
yeah,
do understand Italian fans being proud of what they built, and especially in the US, a lot of Calcio fans, right? With
yeah,
there's a good fan base, but there's two players that I'm really impressed with Italy, and one is Chiesa.
sure.
For the end of the season with Juventus,
Yep.
he really stepped up, and also Immobile, ridiculous numbers, and he is very overlooked. Plus the experience of a Bonucci, Donnarumma in goal.
Yeah.
Like the team overall is a good team. But who do you think is gonna get the second place in Group A?
Well, I'm going to go with Switzerland. They seem like a pretty cohesive team.
Mm,
It's just what Shaqiri do you get? What Seferovic do you get? But I definitely like their. I mean, it's basically Mönchengladbach, right? I think there's like 7 guys in that first 11 that'll be starting for them. But
mm-hmm.
that means they'll be extra cohesive. It'll be a team.
Seferovic too, right?
Yeah, yes. I mean, but I do have to go back to Italy for a second because we have to think about this because Italy it was a little crazier that and Italy missed out on the World Cup, right?
Mm, yeah.
But they were in the same boat as us, right? The U.S. men's national team did not make it. Italy did not make it. It was kind of one of those like, hey, can we press the reset button and go back to the beginning,
Yeah.
please, and start this all over again? But this is going to be Donnarumma's, and correct me if I'm wrong, aside from the Nations League, this is going to be his first international tournament where he's going to be starting in goal, right? Am I wrong
I'm
about that?
excited. I'm
Yeah.
excited. No, I don't think you are because beforehand you got a Buffon, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Very solid Buffon, and yeah, now it's time. It's time for Donnarumma the 10 years.
It is.
Hopefully, let's see. But where's he going? Like we can have a discussion on that. But we're on the Euros. I have to like this tingling feeling of talking about transfers, but let's stick to this.
We'll stick
Uh,
to the.
I I feel like we're overlooking a bit Bale at Wales
Yeah.
because we remember last Euros,
Mhm.
Bale was a menace to every team.
Yep.
Like no one could stop Bale, and we could see that he's a very proud Welsh person,
Yeah.
and he loves to play golf. So I don't know where where the games are at, but
Oh, jeez.
he might be confident.
Uh,
But I feel like the second place is going to be Turkey
uh,
in Group A. Because I feel like Turkey have a very solid team, and then in the pre-games, I was
mhm.
very surprised how Ozan Kabak looked for Turkey.
Okay.
And is Yilmaz in the team? I think he is, right?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, the whole Lille,
Oh,
I should say. Yilmaz is in there.
oh,
Yaziki and Celik
and
on.
Stanyanoglu.
Yes.
Great team,
Yeah.
great team. They're my second place. I feel like it's gonna be Italy and Turkey.
Yeah.
Group
Well,
B.
well, one second, because Roberto Mancini, we do have to
Mm,
bring this up, and 27 games unbeaten.
okay.
Italy, 27 games unbeaten. So they're riding pretty high right now. They've got a young core. Probably should have saved that one for the knockout rounds, but yeah, first Italy and what split Turkey, Switzerland. Okay,
Let's
interesting.
see. Let's see. Well,
All
Group
right,
B. Well, you
Group
start.
B. Yeah, I'll start. Here we go. I know. Well, actually, I shouldn't put words in your mouth, but
Mm.
I do have my first surprise here. Why? Do I think Kevin De Bruyne missing the first game is going to be that big of a deal in the long run for Belgium? Not necessarily. No, I don't. Do I think that Denmark is going to show their cohesion in the opening rounds? I do. I'm actually picking Denmark as my winner.
Number one
Number one.
in Group B.
And here's why. Here's why. Delaney, Eriksson, and Hoiberg.
If you
I
get
love
this
that
right,
midfield.
if
I love
this
that midfield.
reaction, if you get this right, like, but
Yeah.
talk. Yes, I want to know, like, why?
I just there's a cohesion there that they've had. I mean, they've been strong. They were strong throughout qualifying, and there hasn't been too much of a change or much by way of well, they're coming into this pretty damn healthy too.
Mm.
So I think the Belgian back line can be exploited. And it's not even really about Belgium. It's about getting through the whole group. I think Belgium might not get all of their pieces together until the late rounds. So this is not the last time you're going to hear about Belgium for me. But I do feel like Denmark will have the better group stage. So
Very interesting you say that, because I was checking, I love to check those predictions and those analysis. And I got there was an AI model prediction of the Euros, and the AI robot said Belgium is 15% favorite to win the Euros. And quite a bold statement. You're saying they won't even pass, maybe? Like,
well,
I know KDB won't be playing for starters, I think.
Yeah, I think he'll be out the first two games, but they've only said one. Oh no, I have Belgium as my two. They're going through. They're going through.
I got Belgium as my one and Denmark
Yeah.
two. So we
Okay.
think both of them are going to go through. I think Jeremy Doku, come on. Like Mensch, Jeremy Doku. I don't mind being the guy that supports these youngsters, because
No.
they are ballers, both
But
of
dude,
them.
Dude, the name of our podcast is FC Wonderkid. You'd be
Exactly.
derelict of duty if you did not
Exactly.
support these guys, right? Another one I got a name in there. Somebody that's been intriguing to me for a while is Andreas Skov Olsen,
Good
who had a really tough transition to Serie A, and I believe I could be wrong about this. I believe he really picked it up late in the season with Bologna. So I think he's coming into this. I'm not going to call it red hot. He's not red hot like an Alexander Isak or a Romelu Lukaku, but he is somebody that I'm pretty excited to watch for Denmark. So it could just be that I read up so much on Denmark and I've been watching them so much more that maybe there's a tiny little bias going on right now where I want to see it happen. But trust me, this is not the last time you're going to hear from Belgium.
It's a good team.
It is a good team.
So Group C. Now, I'll start. I think number one in Group C will be the Netherlands, 2 Ukraine, 3 Austria, and 3 Macedonia. Netherlands, because I feel like we're going to see De Ligt and Frankie de Jong stepping up.
Yeah.
Because Virgil van Dijk won't be playing. And I feel like De Ligt likes to have the responsibility in his teams. Okay. And I feel like the soul of this Netherlands team will be conducted by De Ligt.
Okay.
The captain, the leader. I don't know if he's going to be the captain, but Wijnaldum and Frankie might be the captains. But De Ligt is going to be the voice on the pitch and off. I feel like this is going to be a big Euros for him.
Okay,
Ukraine in second. I like the Ukrainian national team. I like Yarmolenko. He's a very good player. And there's also Zinchenko. Zinchenko that has won the Champions League. He's such a versatile player. Really good player to have. And I wasn't really impressed with Austria in the pre-games. And I think Ukraine have something to prove too because of the political stance in the Ukraine. I feel like the Euros might be a really good vehicle to people to talk about the nation. And yeah, I feel like they're playing with something to prove, Ukraine.
You also got to look at Ruslan Malinovsky,
Yes,
the
I like him.
Atalanta. He was easily. I mean, he's a little older than who we've been looking at for, in the Serie A. But he's also just had a phenomenal season, absolutely phenomenal season, and I think he's coming in with actual red hot form. And then I really like their 18-year-old
Center back.
Zubarny.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Zubarny. I'm terrible at that last name, but he really, I believe he had 21, 22 starts this year for the champions in Russia. No,
Dino
no,
Kiev.
Dynamo Kiev. I'm sorry, obviously in Ukraine.
Hmm.
But he is somebody that obviously has been on our radar for a long time, and to see him probably get the chance at center back in a
Yeah.
major tournament like this, that's great. But guess what? I don't have Ukraine as my number 2. I have him going through as the number 3, and I have another upset here. I've got the Dutch finishing second, and I've got Austria finishing first.
What?
Again, Alaba, Sasha Kalajic, 6'7", headed
You're
goals.
bold, man.
They're still coming together. You know what? It doesn't matter how you get in as long as you get into the knockout rounds. And let's be honest, literally like everyone gets into the knockout rounds, so it'll be okay.
Yeah.
But when it comes down to it, yeah, I think, you got to shake up the seedings a little bit for this. So that's not a analytical reason, but I do believe that Austria is going to have the better 3 games. I'm happy to eat crow on this, and I probably will. But I really, really love the season Sasha Kalajic has had, and I think he's going to get his chance to show it. He was number 1 in the top 5 leagues in headed goals. So if they can
I like
figure
that
out how to
stat.
get the ball to him, he also scored, I believe, 11 outside of those headed goals. So he obviously knows how to score. So it'll be really interesting to see the 23-year-old do something. And but that doesn't mean I don't believe in the Dutch, but I have to pour water on something because De Ligt right now, I was just reading earlier on Twitter that he may have suffered a groin injury.
Are you serious? Oh, I didn't
Yes,
see that.
I am serious.
Oh.
And it only happened like hours ago. So it's not your fault for necessarily not seeing that, but it might also not be serious at all. It's just he did leave
Mm.
training. Who knows? And they might want to be really, really easy with him. So he might not even start that first game, or he might be absolutely fine. We're recording this on Saturday. It will
Yeah.
drop on Wednesday. So there will be a whole lot of clarity from now until we.
Well, if he
Yeah.
doesn't play that Cole Botman, maybe that was in the under 21s.
Well, hopefully he's not out the whole tournament. Hopefully it's just a little groin tweak, and we're
Okay.
probably spending too much time on it. But yeah, I did see that they were a little bit worried. But then again, Frank de Boer always looks worried, so he's the type of guy that'll give a press conference and he looks like he's about to cry.